Hello, this is Aaron from AaronOnAutos.com. This is a special edition of the Driving in Wyoming podcast. We're going to talk quickly about the Denver Auto Show, which is going on right now. It's happening this weekend. It started today, Friday, April 11th, and it will run through the weekend. I went to the press day for the auto show, and as well as the celebrity preview, and it was it's a great show this year, just a great show. Really awesome stuff. You'll see things like the Fiat 500 GQ edition, which I had a good time sitting in and hoping that I lived up to the nameplate. There's Hyundai's really awesome zombie attack car, which is just funny to look at. They put up a great display with it with some zombies and everything. You will also see the brand new, just unveiled Chevrolet High Country. This is the Silverado heavy duty trucks in the top fit package, which they're calling High Country. Competes with Ford's King Ranch, Ram's Laramie, and Toyota 1794 packages. This is a very, very well done truck. It is geared specifically towards those who haul and tow a lot of loads over long distances. So everything is ergonomically made for those people. It's very, very well done. You should definitely check that one out. You can also see the new Chevrolet Colorado pickup truck, which is their new mid-size truck, reviving the name Colorado for that. That will compete with the Toyota Tacoma and Nissan Frontier. Speaking of Toyota, Toyota brought their bright orange, really awesome new TRD packages. These are one-of-a-kind trucks right now. There's the three of them that you'll see there are the only three that are in existence. So if you get underneath them, you'll see the dirt still on them from when they did the videos and all the off-road testing they've been doing on these to finalize that TRD package. There's a Tundra, Tacoma, and a 4Runner in this package. So very cool to see. And you can see that 4Runner next to the 4Runner Limited and 4Runner Trail, its brethren, and see what the differences are right there. You will also see some great stuff from America's Natural Gas Alliance. They have 3 natural gas-driven cars there, and they can tell you everything you need to know about utilizing natural gas in your vehicle in Colorado and surrounds. Great information from those guys, very much worth stopping right there, and they're right next door to Toyota, so it's easy to find. Other interesting things that you'll find, you'll see, of course, Lamborghini. You'll see Maserati. There are now 2 Maserati dealerships in Denver, so they're kind of competing on the show floor. It's pretty cool to see. You will also see our good friends over at Tesla. One of my personal friends is there at the occasionally at the Tesla booth in the show, but you will see the Model S. As it is normally bought in the Colorado, the popular package for that. Also, you will see Toyota is showing off the new Highlander. That's due for this year. You'll see that also reviewed here on the Driving in Wyoming podcast, as we're supposed to get it inside the next couple of months. I don't remember exactly what day. You'll see us review it. We'll have it for a week to try it out. Over in the Ford booth, you'll see some great stuff from Ford, including the 2015 Ford F-150, which a lot of people have been talking about. It goes to that aluminum body, you definitely have to look at this truck. You need to check it out. Open those doors and look at the seals. You'll see, normally where you see a big fold over on the sheet metal, you don't see that with the aluminum. Little things like that. Open the hood up. It's very light, opens very easily. It's a great looking truck. Very good job by Ford. You should definitely check that out and wrap your knuckles on the bed and hear what that aluminum sounds like and tell me if it doesn't sound just as tough as the sheet metal version. Also, Ford is showing off the 1.0 liter EcoBoost engine. We had talked about that a couple of months ago when we first saw it. It's going into the little Ford Fiesta. They have the engine there broken down, the block and head broken down across a table so you can check out all the components and everything that they did to make that little 3-cylinder engine possible. Very, very cool. You should definitely look at that. Also at the show, Chrysler is there in force. There are Jeep, Chrysler, and Fiat vehicles in a huge display. Highlights there, you should definitely check out the brand new 2015 Chrysler 200. That's a great little car. Chrysler really brought it with this little midsize sedan. beautifully made, very, very good looking, and it complements the Chrysler line very well. It looks just as good as that big 300 that sits next to it. Very, very good job there. Also with their pickup trucks, they have all three of the Ram trucks, so you can look at the 1500, 2500, 3500, and also the Ram ProMaster. So the 1500 ProMaster van is also there. Very cool to see. You need to check those out. Ram has really done a lot to improve their trucks over the last couple of years. Some great fuel economy, awesome towing power, lots of good stuff with those. Very much worth seeing. Other highlights of the show, go over to the Kia side. They're on the, we're now moving to the far end of the show floor, but go over to the Kia side, check out what they're doing. Kia has some really great vehicles on display. We have talked about the Kia Forte and the Sorento before as reviews here. Also, you will see the really, really awesome Stinger concept on the display pedestal there. Very cool car. You have to see it. Just very awesome. Moving from there, you'll end up at the Volkswagen booth, and Volkswagen is showing off their new GTI. This is the Golf GTI. Volkswagen, most people don't know this, but the Volkswagen Group, which is Volkswagen, Audi, and whatnot, is the leader in U.S. sales as far as clean diesel sales go in light vehicles. In fact, they own almost 80% of the market, so they are a very, very big chunk of that growing diesel market here. And the GTI is kind of the next level for that market. Just going by the numbers, the Volkswagen Group is, just to be straight up, in passenger cars, the Volkswagen Group is 78% of the market, and that is a market growth of about 100 and something percent in the last handful of years, and they're doing really awesome with it. Diesel is definitely something that out here in Wyoming we should be looking at and considering. Another booth that you should definitely check out and check out very quickly because it's well worth the trip is on your way from the Volkswagen. You're walking. Let's say you're walking across the floor and you're headed towards the Nissan booth, which is another big booth we'll talk about in a minute. You will pass by Chevrolet and you will pass by a bunch of sports cars. They have every Stingray made there. So get in those suckers, sit down in them, play with them, open the hood, check out that big beast under there. Those are great looking cars. There's a reason why these are winning so many awards, including in Europe, which is almost unheard of in American sports cars. Then get over to that Nissan booth, and in the Nissan booth you can check out a lot of Nismo branded vehicles. Nismo is their racing team. They have the Nissan Juke Nismo, which we talked about, did a review on. Well, now they have the Juke Nismo RS, which is the next step up. Cool little car. I couldn't wait to get my picture taken in it. I love the Juke, of course, and this little car is white with red stripes and just looks really, really awesome. Just down from that, in the Nissan booth, you will see the awesome, beautiful, and just drool-worthy Nissan GTR Nismo. Now this is a race car. You have to go check this out. And if you happen to have 150 Gs, you can buy yourself one. These are the pinnacle of Japanese sports cars. This is a true supercar. Very, very cool. You need to check it out. Open the doors, look inside, sit in that seat, dream about driving this car. Just awesome. And if you get a chance, open the hood, check out that beefy V6 they've got shoved in there, and of course there's a nameplate on the front of it. Pay attention to that nameplate because there are only 4 people at Nissan that build the engines for this car, and those 4 people build the engine from top to bottom, from the point where it's just a bunch of parts to the point where it's running, all by themselves in a room as a technician, and their name is put on the front of that engine. That is a very cool thing. You really need to just kind of check that out, get a feel for that. As you're walking the floor, you'll see a lot of other great stuff. We stopped and we talked to some people that were doing really awesome modifications on trucks. You know, you'll see some great stuff that you can add on to your accessories and items you can get for your car, stuff you can get for your kids, all kinds of things. unique wheels, handmade cars, anything you can name. It's across that back row, including, if you want, you can go take some duck face selfies with the Lamborghini, several Lamborghinis, in fact, and also a Lotus. You will just... Those are the things you have to see at a car show, but there are so many great things at this show. It is well worth attending. I had a very, very good time. I was hanging out with my friend Tim Esterdahl. He let me bunk up at his place to make it easier so that I could go to both days, and just had a really good time walking the floor, talking to the manufacturers, finding out what's going on. I hit every press unveil that they had, and was just blown away by the amount of stuff that there is on that showroom floor this year. It is a great show, definitely worth checking out. It is at Denver, downtown at the convention center. I don't remember the price for tickets, but it is not that much. It's well worth whatever the cost. So head on down to Denver, check that out. So this has been the Driving in Wyoming podcast with a special edition from Aaron at AaronOnAutos.com. Talk to you again soon.